Have you ever wondered if there's a way to completely halt the progression of kidney disease? If you or a loved one is battling with kidney issues, this video is for you. According to the National Kidney Foundation, 1 in 3 American adults is at risk for kidney disease. With such a high prevalence, understanding how to manage and prevent further damage is crucial. In this video, we'll delve into 4 scientifically backed steps that can help you take control of your kidney health. With the right diet, the decline in kidney function due to kidney disease can be completely halted, according to a comprehensive review of studies. It's heartbreaking to see that patients in the US often have worse outcomes compared to those in Europe. You might think it's some ancient curse, like the US being built on an old burial ground, but that's not the case. And it's definitely not your fault. The real difference lies in the treatment used in Europe but not in the US. Who have been in stage 4 kidney disease for 20 years without significant deterioration in their kidney function. It's incredible because kidney function usually declines with age, even in healthy individuals. Maintaining the same kidney function for 2 decades means something remarkable is being done. The secret is in the diet. There's a special diet called VLPD that's helping thousands of kidney patients, mainly in Europe, keep their kidneys healthy. Does the VLPD really stop stage 4 kidney disease? I know it's hard to believe there's a cure for stage 4 kidney disease, especially when your doctor might have told you that the only option is to wait until you reach stage 5 and start dialysis. But I'm here to tell you that it's true. There is a proven way to completely stop the progression of kidney disease, and yes, you can actually eat your way out of it. Let me show you how. A large review of studies involving 2,996 people found that a very low-protein diet, VLPD, significantly reduces the number of people with CKD stage 4 or 5 who progress to end-stage kidney disease. Almost 3,000 people who followed the VLPD had a lower chance of needing dialysis. In a more recent study, patients who followed the VLPD and took a special supplementation of ketoanalogues had no decline in kidney function for a year. So, if you live in Europe, congratulations. You can probably just follow your doctor's orders. But if you're curious about the diet and supplementation needed to make a VLPD work, stick around, we'll dive into that in today's video. For those of you in the US, the Philippines, or India, don't worry. There are just 4 steps you need to take to stop the progression of CKD, even in stage 4. If you're still unsure about this or feel like the studies I've shown you aren't enough to prove that this diet can stop kidney disease, feel free to leave a comment. We can discuss it further, and you know I always try to answer all your comments. Now, let's see how the VLPD works. Step 1. Protein and how to avoid it. Let's talk about the first crucial step in managing stage 4 kidney disease, avoiding protein. The very low protein diet, VLPD, works on the idea that kidneys are damaged by protein, more specifically, by nitrogen, a byproduct of protein metabolism. You might have heard of nitrogen because one of the key indicators of kidney function is BUN, or blood urea nitrogen. Simply put, the less nitrogen in your blood, the healthier your kidneys will be. So, the less protein you eat, the better your chances of reversing kidney disease. But how do you avoid protein? First, you need to understand where dietary protein comes from. Foods rich in protein include fish and seafood, both canned and fresh, poultry, like chicken and turkey, red meats, such as beef, veal, lamb, pork, eggs, processed meats, like sausages, ham, bacon, and corned beef. Processed meats should be avoided even if you're not on a diet. Some nuts and seeds can be consumed in very small amounts, but it's best to avoid these protein sources as much as possible. I know this is challenging. Completely avoiding protein is tough, but if the reward is stopping kidney disease and avoiding kidney failure and dialysis for the rest of your life, wouldn't you give it a try? Remember, this special diet has two major components. The diet itself is the first and most important step. Let's dive deeper into how this diet can help you manage and possibly reverse stage 4 kidney disease. Step 2. Supplementation, ketoanalogues. Let's move on to the second crucial step, supplementation. This step is incredibly important for reaping the benefits of a low-protein diet while avoiding its most dangerous side effect, malnutrition. Malnutrition is especially common in older adults and those in advanced stages of kidney disease. It can lead to infections, inflammation, and unfortunately, it can even be fatal. While your kidneys struggle with protein, the rest of your body is built from it. Your skin, muscles, organs, they all rely on protein. So, how do you get the protein your body needs without damaging your kidneys? The answer is ketoanalogues. Ketoanalogues are supplements of amino acids, the building blocks of the human body, but without the harmful nitrogen. Numerous studies have shown the benefits of including this supplement for those with kidney disease. Some of these benefits include slowing down the decline of GFR, decreasing serum creatinine and BUN levels, lowering oxidative stress, decreasing metabolic acidosis, reducing insulin resistance, improving blood pressure, delaying the start of dialysis. Because of these benefits, the VLPD plus ketoanalogues treatment is recommended for both diabetic and non-diabetic kidney disease patients, particularly those in stages 4 and 5. There are 3 main brands of ketoanalogues available today. Ketostrel, a calcium-based ketoanalogue from Fresenius, a well-known dialysis company. It requires a prescription. Albutrix, a magnesium-based ketoanalogue that comes in tablet form, available in formats specific for stages 3, 4, and 5 CKD. Ketorina, a calcium-based ketoanalogue available in both powder and tablet forms, made in the US, and it doesn't require a prescription. It's the most affordable option, but it's best to choose based on your recent blood test calcium levels. We'll go into more detail about choosing the right ketoanalogue in the final and most important part of this video. Now, let's move on to the next step. Step 3. Dietary changes. Let's talk about Step 3. Getting ready for some significant dietary changes. Many of you might already be on a low-protein diet, especially if you follow a vegan, vegetarian, or plant-based diet. These diets can help with kidney disease, but they're quite different from a very low-protein diet, VLPD. Here's why. Patients on a plant-based or vegetarian diet usually consume up to 40 grams of protein per day. This means they can still enjoy a portion of high-protein food once a day. However, a VLPD limits you to around 20 grams of protein per day. That's very little protein, which means no steak, no eggs, no meat, and no fish. It makes the VLPD quite restrictive. Let's look at what a typical day on a VLPD might look like. As you can see, there is virtually no protein in these meals. I know, it seems daunting to switch to such a low-protein regimen. It's not as simple as just cutting out grilled chicken or your Friday night steak. But it is completely doable. With the right planning and mindset, you can make this work and significantly improve your kidney health. Now, let's dive into the details of these dietary changes and how to manage them. Step 4. Finding the right doctor. Let's talk about the fourth and perhaps most important step, finding the right doctor. To go from eating almost just salads every day plus ketoanalogues to completely stopping kidney disease, you need professional guidance. A very low-protein diet, VLPD, isn't something you can self-prescribe. It requires precise calculations and monitoring. You might be wondering, if the VLPD is proven to work, why hasn't my nephrologist mentioned it? Well, unless you're in Europe, you might face some resistance when discussing this with your doctor. In the US, the go-to therapy for kidney disease is dialysis. But just because doctors are comfortable with it doesn't mean you or your kidneys will be. You need to prioritize your health above the comfort of your doctor. Many doctors in the US still tell patients not to worry when their GFR is around 60, advising them to wait until their kidney function deteriorates further. No treatments, no diet changes, just wait until it's time for dialysis. If you've been following me, you know what I think about this approach. With all due respect to doctors and nephrologists, telling patients to wait for their kidneys to fail is essentially sentencing them to dialysis and worse outcomes. There is an alternative that can stop or at least greatly slow the progression of kidney disease. You, as a kidney disease patient, should do everything possible to protect your kidney health. If anyone tells you otherwise, they don't have your best interests at heart. Finding the right doctor and dietitian to guide you through this process is crucial. I know this isn't easy, but it's the most proven and effective way to halt the progression of kidney disease. It works even for patients nearing dialysis, so it's never too late to find the right support and start a diet that can save your kidneys. If you have any questions or need further clarification, feel free to ask in the comments. We're all in this together, and I'm here to help. Incredible success story, from renal failure to stage 1. Have you ever wondered if it's truly possible to turn back the clock on kidney disease? What if I told you there's a story of incredible success that takes you from the brink of dialysis to the hope of stage 1 recovery? Imagine gaining the knowledge to not only halt the progression of kidney disease, but to potentially reverse it. This video isn't just about one person's triumph, it's about empowering you with actionable steps and proven strategies to boost your kidney health. By the end, you'll see how small changes can lead to big results, giving you the tools to transform your own health journey. So, stay with us until the end to uncover these valuable insights. Together, we'll explore the essential tips and practices that can protect your kidneys and elevate your overall well-being. Ready to make a change? Let me share an inspiring story about a man facing serious health challenges, who turned his life around with a simple change in his diet. This man had a critically low glomerular filtration rate, GFR, of 18 and a creatinine level of 4.99. He was losing a lot of protein in his urine and knew that once his creatinine level surpassed 5, he would need to start dialysis. Unfortunately, before he could even consult a kidney specialist, he ended up in the emergency room. His doctor never advised him on what to eat or avoid, and instead prescribed high blood pressure medication, which did little to halt the rise of his creatinine levels. But his story doesn't end there. A registered dietitian who teaches at this facility comes to the office. She had been following his case and suggested an experiment. It was a game changer. Within 2 weeks, he started feeling better. Today, he is in complete remission with a creatinine level of 0.8 and no need for any medications. All he needed to do was make one simple dietary change: avoid one specific food. This is one of the most inspiring success stories I have ever come across. My name is Dwayne Sandwell, and I'm a culinary arts instructor at the Inland Northwest Culinary Academy at Spokane Community College. I'm also a kidney patient. About 20 years ago, at the age of 40, I was thriving as a chef and instructor, but I had to take a step back due to a serious illness, chronic kidney disease, CKD. This gradual loss of kidney function drained my energy and diminished my quality of life, and my doctor was of no help. Here's how my journey changed. How did Chef Sunwold find out he had kidney disease? When I turned 40, I noticed my energy was draining. I was in and out of the doctor's office for months, only being treated for symptoms like migraines and high blood pressure. No one was addressing the root cause. Eventually, a lab test revealed I was spilling a lot of protein in my urine. I crashed completely and ended up in the emergency room before I could even see a kidney doctor. Hooked up to a morphine pump, I could hardly move. My creatinine level had reached 4.99 milligrams per deciliter. The doctor told me that when creatinine hits 5 milligrams per deciliter, dialysis becomes necessary. But then, a turning point came. Within 2 weeks of making one simple change to my diet, I started feeling better. Today, I'm not on dialysis or any medication. It was so worth the effort. My story shows that even with kidney disease, remarkable improvement is possible. What made all the difference for him? After ending up in the ER and getting diagnosed with advanced kidney disease, Sunwold did what anyone would do: he saw a nephrologist. But things didn't go as planned. He wasn't told what foods to eat or avoid, and his doctor gave him high blood pressure medication, which didn't help much as his creatinine levels kept rising. Then, something remarkable happened. A friend of mine, a registered dietitian who teaches here on campus, came into my office one morning before class and said, "I've been following your case. I want to do an experiment." She suggested I go off animal protein for 90 days and see how I felt. I was motivated and agreed to try it. It was so worth it. Within 2 weeks, I started feeling better. I was amazed that diet could cause such a change in someone's life. I was lucky to have a friend who recommended the right diet for kidney disease, a low-protein diet. This happened almost 20 years ago, when information about this diet was scarce. Back then, my friend considered the low-protein diet an experiment. Today, we have large reviews and solid data proving it works. It's strange that many doctors still don't recommend a low-protein diet to their patients, even though it can stop kidney disease. Instead, they tell patients to eat whatever they want and prepare for dialysis. Why do doctors keep recommending patients do nothing when there's a diet that can help? Is it wrong to eat whatever and just wait for dialysis? Absolutely, that's the worst possible approach. As we've seen, just removing animal protein from his diet made a huge difference for Chef Sunwold. In just 2 weeks, he got his energy back and started improving his kidney function. Yet many doctors still know nothing about the low-protein diet and don't recommend it to their patients. But why? There are actually 2 reasons. First, even in 2022, the low-protein diet is not well known by medical practitioners in the US. It's widely used in Europe, and that's why we have enough data to say it works. But in the US, you often have to seek out information on your own. Second, there's a hidden danger connected to the low-protein diet that you should know about before starting it. More about this in today's video. Today, I also want to show you some of the foods that people following a low-protein diet, just like Chef Sunwold, are eating every day to keep kidney disease at bay. Why does the diet for kidney disease have to be so complicated? I know many of you who subscribe to my channel are new to the world of kidney disease. I understand that all these changes, the diet, the restrictions, the blood tests, and the levels to keep under control, can seem overwhelming and even scary. Is a diet without protein really proven to stop kidney disease? The diet Chef Sunwold is following is very low in protein and rich in plant foods. This diet is used today to treat advanced stage, pre-dialysis kidney disease because it is proven to work. A large review of studies published in the Cochrane Library supports this approach. Researchers and many doctors firmly believe that it can stop the progression of the disease, even in its advanced stages. This diet removes the greatest burden on the kidneys, protein. It's no secret that a plant-based diet is the best way to protect the kidneys and slow down kidney disease progression. Plant foods are not rich in protein, but they are packed with essential nutrients. Is removing animal protein all we need to stop kidney disease? The understanding of the low-protein diet, which halts kidney disease, has made significant strides in the past 20 years. We now know facts about this diet that weren't even considered 2 decades ago. This progress is crucial. Today, the world's top nephrologists recommend patients follow an even more restrictive diet than what Chef Sunwold was doing back then. What foods are always allowed in a diet that actually stops kidney disease? In a diet that aims to stop kidney disease, all vegetables and fruits suitable for a renal diet are welcome. The only exception is legumes, nuts, and seeds, as they contain some protein, but they can still be enjoyed in very small amounts. High-fat foods such as vegetable oils, olive oil, olives, flax seeds, and chia seeds are highly recommended. If you have your potassium levels under control, you can also add avocado and coconut as healthy fat sources. In some cases, even low-sodium dressings and mayonnaise may be acceptable. What foods should you always avoid in a diet that supports kidney health? High-protein foods should be completely avoided in this diet. This includes all kinds of meat and fish, as well as eggs and dairy. From what we've learned, meat is particularly detrimental to kidney health. The goal here is to keep protein intake very, very low. However, there is a hidden danger. Protein is an essential nutrient for the body. While the kidneys are damaged by it, the rest of your body needs protein to survive. How can you avoid the danger linked to the diet that stops kidney disease? In a diet that stops kidney disease, there's one crucial supplement you absolutely need to take to avoid the danger of malnutrition: ketoanalogues of amino acids. Very low-protein diets are always paired with this supplementation because, while your kidneys struggle to break down protein into amino acids, your body still needs those amino acids. Thankfully, researchers have discovered a way to get these essential amino acids without harming the kidneys. By using these special amino acids, you can enjoy the benefits of a low-protein diet and avoid malnutrition. I know the very low-protein treatment is a huge topic, and we've only scratched the surface today. That's why I've made a whole series to dive deeper. Thank you for watching today's video. We hope this story inspired you on your journey. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more uplifting content. Now, we'd love to hear from you. What is one lifestyle change or treatment that has made a difference in your kidney health journey? Share your experience in the comments below to help and support others in our kidney community. Stay strong and take care.